and welcome to TheMan Games. There has been people in the comments asking for more WCW videos. Well, we've got a very special one today. It is where to find the hidden creations of the community creations from WCW superstars. If you're new watching TheMan Games, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button, drop us a comment down below and let us know what you thought of today's creations. So first of all, I have found this Asya. And the true creator of this is Legend Cycle AU, hashtag 27622. And to find this creation of Asya, use the hashtags WCW Nitro Thunder Manager, Ric Flair Dean Perry Saturn, or NWO Ulf Wag All Alone JP W Medusa. So Medusa was kind of like Ric Flair's bodyguard at one point, or like Ric Flair's little faction bodyguard. She was meant to be like their version of China from WWF, but it didn't really work. This is the only Asya that I've found on the community creations, so if you did like Asya, this is the only one you're going to find on the community creations. So yeah, came across it and I thought, this is kind of like a hidden WCW superstar off the community creations. You might not know where to find them, so there you are. First one today, Asya. And next up we have David Flair, the son of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. So you've got two attires here. We have like an in-ring attire and then just a street clothes attire. And the true creator of this is OVW fan creator, hashtag 98564. And to find this creation of David Flair, use the hashtags David Flair, Flair, or WCW. So just like to remind you all, this is just where to find the hidden WCW creations. It's not like a best WCW creations, because you might be like, oh well, these aren't like extremely accurate. Well, yeah, some of them aren't, extremely accurate, but these are the best ones of these hidden superstars that you can find on the community creations. But yeah, this David Flair's, it's alright. It's not a terrible creation. It's not the best, but it's definitely worth having it on your 2K24 and adding to your WCW roster. Next up, we have Gorgeous George, and the true creator of this is Treeper, hashtag 48310. And to find this creation of Gorgeous George, use the hashtags Gorgeous George, Stephanie Baller, or WCW. So Gorgeous George was the manager of Randy Savage when he came back in '99, and she was absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, obviously as the name says, Gorgeous George. So once again, someone hidden on the community creations. That this was the only one of Gorgeous George that I could find as well. Good creation there of Gorgeous George. If you're a Gorgeous George fan like me, make sure you're giving this a download. And next up we've got the guy that everybody loves to hate. We have Vince Russo. So you've got two different attire. Well, so you've got a attire here without the jacket and one with the jacket. And the true creator of this is Tyrant Creations, hashtag 10775. And to find this creation of Vince Russo, use the hashtags Vince Russo, Tyrant 185, or Icons of the Ring. So best Vince Russo on the community creations. Well, I think it's the only Vince Russo actually that I came across. So it would be the best creation. But yeah, everyone loves to hate Vince Russo. I used to hate Vince Russo for a long time, but I don't anymore. What's the point in keeping up, all that negative energy in your body? Just get rid of it. It wasn't just his fault WCW went under, it was a lot of people's fault. But yeah, if you want Vince Russo in your 2K24 to get your gym corner to beat the crap out of him, this will be the Vince Russo to download. And next up we have Torrie Wilson. So this is in the WCW hidden creations, but this isn't necessarily a WCW creation, if that makes sense. Just she was someone in WCW at a time. I'm not sure if this is meant to be based on a WCW time or WWE, because it says 2000. So I can't actually remember when she wore one of these attires, but you get the idea. And the true creator of this is 2000 WWE Diva, hashtag 24318. And to find this creation, use hashtags 2000 WWE Diva, or Torrie Wilson. So yes, Torrie Wilson starting off her WCW career as Samantha. That lasted for a few weeks and then she changed to her real name, Torrie Wilson. I actually asked her about this when I met her, and she said there was no reason why, she just got told, right, you're not Samantha anymore. But yeah, great creation of Torrie Wilson. Make sure you're giving it a download. And next up we have this creation of Miss Elizabeth. So this is just a manager attire, so you can, this isn't a playable Miss Elizabeth, unfortunately. But the true creator of this is Hayes Grande, hashtag 39273, and to find this creation of Miss Elizabeth, use the hashtags Miss Elizabeth, Macho Man Randy Savage, or Rhea Ripley. So yeah, I really did like Miss Elizabeth in WCW at the beginning anyway. I didn't really like her as much when she was with Lex Luger, obviously being, you know, much more of a heel really than she was in the NWO kind of. She was always screwing Sting over, that really used to wind me up. But no, great creation here of this Miss Elizabeth, make sure you're giving it a download. And next up we have Booker T. So obviously Booker T is on 2K24 already, but this is his old school WCW look with the short hair. And this attire here with the white was always my favourite of Booker T's. Probably still will be my favourite Booker T attire that he did used to wear. And the true creator of this is Click, hashtag 76376. And to find this creation of Booker T, use the hashtags Booker T, WCW, or What's the Status. So yeah, awesome creation here of Booker T, really really good. Another hidden one off the community creations that you need to give it a download. And next up we have this creation of Sting, but it's not Sting, it's the NWO Japan Sting. And the true creator of this is JC6, hashtag 22878. And to find this creation of Japanese Sting, use hashtag Sting, NWO, or JC6. So obviously everyone always knows that my favourite creations obviously are the Sting ones, but this isn't Sting. It's an imposter Sting. But still, it would really add to your WCW roster if you gave it a download. And next up we've got Jay Leno. So Jay Leno had a match teaming with DDP against Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff. So like I said before, some of these aren't the best creations. This isn't the best creation here, but it is the only Jay Leno on the community creations, so if you did want one, this would be the one you would need to find. And the true creator of this is Concrete Warrior Stream, hashtag 25078. And to find this creation of Jay Leno, use the hashtags Jay Leno, Wrestler Manager Referee, or TV Film Legend Historic WCW. So yes, another hidden WCW, well, I was going to say superstar, but he wasn't a superstar, he just had one match, but still, it was really, really cool at the time, especially when Hogan and Bischoff took over the Saturday Night Show. It was absolutely awesome, you know, things like that you don't see on TV anymore. So yeah, if you want to recreate that match, make sure you're giving this Jay Leno a download. And next up we have Rodzilla, Dennis Rodman, and the true creator of this is WRCJ, hashtag 19971. And to find this creation of Dennis Rodman, use the hashtags Dennis Rodman, NBA, or POWRCJ. So an absolutely awesome creation here of Dennis Rodman. This one here, the Rodzilla t-shirt one, brilliant. One of my favourite creations that we're going to look at today in this video. Dennis Rodman playing a major role in WCW at one point. And this is an awesome, great hidden creation off the community creations that you need to download. And the next hidden creation we're looking at is Tank Abbott. And the true creator of this is Ultimate Underground Ltd, hashtag 97538. And to find this creation of Tank Abbott, use the hashtags Tank Abbott or UFC. So Tank Abbott, someone that I actually thought Tank Abbott would have become a WCW champion at one point. He seemed to be on, you know, a really good roll at one point in WCW, but it kind of really didn't go to anything. He ended up being like the manager of Freak Out for a little bit and doing a goofy dance. Not cool at all. He was actually in an episode of Friends there, which, you know, isn't a great accomplishment in my opinion. So yeah, if you did like Tank Abbott and you want to knock someone out, this would be the Tank Abbott that you need to find on the community creations. And last but not least, we have the Nitro Girl, Tigress. So we have the leopard print attire on the left and a Nitro Girl attire on the right. And the true creator of this is SB Fan Chief, hashtag 32387. And to find this creation of Tigress, use the hashtags WCW Nitro Girl, Alexa Bliss, or Status. So another great hidden WCW superstar here that you might want to download. And there you have it, so you have seen 12 hidden WCW superstars that you might want to download. There was a few that I tried to find and I couldn't, and you know, I was a bit gutted that I couldn't, to be honest. I tried to find Oklahoma, there wasn't one of him. I tried to find a really good Miss Madness, there was a few, but none that were good enough for me to recommend you to download. I was trying to find a Judy Bagwell at one point, couldn't find one of those, neither on the community creations or Ralphus. So yeah, there's 4 that I really wanted to find for this video, but unfortunately there isn't any on the community creations. But still, in the comments below, let me know which one was your favourite today. Mine would definitely be Rodzilla. What a great creation that one was. If you were and you watched TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel. Make sure you're clicking that thumbs up button. Drop us a comment down below and let me know which creation you thought was the best that we looked at today. And also in the description below you will find links to subscribe to our newsletter, links to find us on social media, and a link to become a member where you can get early access to videos. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.